There's 3 words on there, and I just wanted to emphasize those because you're going to hear a lot more about them. They're called the 3 C's, and that's going to be a theme and a rebranding messages pretty much by all chambers across the country. Catalyst for business, convener, and a champion. Those are 3 very, very powerful words. So we'll be hearing a little bit more about that throughout the year, and we'll have a little exercise today that addresses that. Patrick.
Well, welcome to, what did you call this, Bill? McCarthy Arena? McCarthy Center. Diane, thank you. You know, the name of this room couldn't be more apropos. About 15 minutes ago, it was dark out, and then all of a sudden the sun came up, and look at this. This is just fabulous. Not only is this just a great campus and a great place for us to have our multi-city chamber event breakfast, which, by the way, I think the video said 6 cities up there. Was I the only one that caught that? It said 5? Okay, then obviously I need to go because my eyesight is failing me. Okay, good, because we only have 5, and I thought, well, maybe we'll go after Phoenix. That would be good. We could do that. But Diane, thank you, and Westmec for hosting us. This is just absolutely stunning and fabulous. So round of applause, please, for Westmec. If I could, for those board members, if you would come forward so everybody can get a better look at you. We're going to have you also state your name and your former prison ID number. But if you would come on up so people can get a look at you, and then I want to ask you real quickly just to say in under 30 seconds what your goals and aspirations are. Billy, that includes you. Diane, that includes you. Rick, that includes you. Chance, that includes, oh, there you are. There's such a big guy. Diane will let the building and everything that she does for us speak for itself. So thank you, Diane. Rick, what would you like to see happen this year at the Chamber?
Well, when I've been appointed the chair or co-chair, I get to have Diane McCarthy as my co-chair, and for that I'm extremely thankful. But on the Government Affairs Committee, we're looking forward to reevaluating, doing some things that hopefully continue to raise our profile in the Northwest Valley, including having a West Valley caucus again, bipartisan caucus of legislators, and I think Surprise may be one of the point chambers that will steer that. So we're looking forward to seeing some things grow in that respect too.
I have an hour-long speech prepared later, so I'm going to save it for that.
All right. Thank you, Scott. Chance.
Chance Mikos. This last year I was able to work quite a bit with the membership committee and will continue to do so, making sure that I look forward to making sure that we represent all the businesses of the region, I guess is what we're calling it, the 5 cities, and looking for those opportunities to grow the membership through making sure we're adding the right value for those businesses that are not yet represented here. Mary Jane.
Yes, I'm Mary Jane Condit, and it's great to be back. It's been a while to be back on the board with the Chamber, and I appreciate the opportunity, and I look forward to getting to know many of you more and the opportunity to serve. So, thank you.
Very good. Thank you so much. If I could, have Steve Doolittle come up here. You thought you were getting off without recognition. You have Steve Doolittle. Yeah. So Steve is rolling off and happily retired. I cannot tell you, it would be understated to go through the litany of things that he has done for this chamber. From spelling and grammar corrections at the very minor end, which are a big deal because a comma can make a big deal, or a semicolon. So Steve, on behalf of the Board of Directors, just want to thank you. Not only are you just a near and dear friend and somebody who may be in the back of an F-16 soon at Luke Air Force Base, and all that you do for the community, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you.
Well, before I say a few words, let me take this off and put this on. I came in as a chamber member. I remain a chamber member. And I have had a great experience over the last 3 years working with some awesome people. There's a lot that's done behind the scenes that not everyone knows about, and I think we've made some great strides as a chamber to bring on some larger organizations, but I also feel it is critically important for us to make sure as we continue on that we are all inclusive of our entire membership. I look forward to Scott's leadership as a board member, and Raoul has done a terrific job, and I know he will continue to do that. So thank you very much for the opportunity, and I look forward to seeing you just sitting out at a table.
Thank you, Steve. So if I could also have outgoing Public Policy Chair Ray Grimm please come forward. So Ray is rolling off of our, we've changed the name 2 or 3 times, but basically government affairs, public policy, all that. And I, again, understated the accomplishments we've seen with Meet the Candidates, Meet the Elected Officials, going to council meetings, submitting as a private citizen his thoughts on certain issues within the city that affect small business, but you couldn't have had a better advocate. And Ray has just done a fabulous job of putting together a great team and handing it off to the next iteration. So Ray, on behalf of the board, thank you so much for your services.
Thank you. Wow, I get to say something? No, first of all, I just want to say thank you to all the guys and ladies that were on the committee. You guys worked hard. You know, I think of Jay. Where's Jay? Jay, you're a great man. I appreciate all the hard work. And Frank, you helped me so much, gave me a lot of wisdom and guidance. And Nancy, is Nancy here? No Nancy. She's always here. She's down in the legislature. Oh my goodness. Chance, be running for mayor in El Mirage, right? All right, so we got Chance running for mayor. So we got a lot of great people. I think Bobby was here too. I thought I saw her earlier. All right, Bobby, thank you. No, I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you. You guys, you guys worked hard, helped out with a lot of things, and I know that Rick is going to take it to a level, way beyond what I could have done. So I'm looking forward to seeing what, under Rick's leadership, what happens. Thank you.
Thank you, Ray. All right, so I have the pleasure of just giving a quick review of...
Excuse me. I'm taking it early. We actually, because Patrick has to leave early, we were actually waiting. We were going to wait, but because he has to leave...
You want to get this?
No, I don't want to do any of that. But we do want to say thank you to Patrick, and I'm gonna talk effusively about him later, but that's after he's gone. So we wanted to say thank you so much for your leadership over the last year. The Chamber has made tremendous strides. We have integrated the 5 communities to a much greater degree. There's a lot of behind-the-scenes work that Patrick has done, heavy lifting, and I get to stand on the shoulder of a giant here. And
he's heavy. That's
well, but I have to protect it from the glare off of his head. But it's okay. So again, a big round of applause, please, for Patrick, who did a fantastic job. Thank you.
Okay, great.
And now I'm going to give it back to him because he's got more work to do.
All right. Well, thank you very much. Wow. It's been quite a week, and it's only Tuesday. I can't believe that January is almost over. So gladly, and with excitement, because I will be staying around. And I think I've told this group before, I get to, as immediate past year, just kind of wander in and say, hey, you're doing it wrong, and then leave. I look forward to doing that. But we've had a tremendous year, and I just wanted to touch on a few highlights. First and foremost, and you'll get the financial report later, it's always good when we finish in the black, and we have. So congratulations to the staff and to the board for guiding us through that. Under Scott's leadership, we're going to take it to new heights. Very, very excited. Probably the thing I'm most proud of is the reintroduction and inclusion and being able to lean on for their expertise, their guidance, and to help grow all the communities up here in the Northwest Valley. This used to be the Northwest Chamber of Commerce, and we are reinvigorating that effort under the umbrella of the Surprise Regional Chamber. And so having the towns of El Mirage, Youngtown, Representatives from Sun City West through PORA and SHOA become part of our board is amazing. And many great things are going to come out of that. We're going to continue to grow not only those communities that are changing dramatically. El Mirage is growing like crazy. Youngtown's doing some great stuff out there. Sun City and Sun City West, as I tell Rob, is getting a whole new group of old people, which I'm right on their heels. So you're kind of going from the big band era to the Jimi Hendrix crowd, and so things are changing and growing, and there's a lot of opportunity. And as I stand out here and look at Grand Avenue, this was a dead road not long ago. With the Bell Grand overpass, with the businesses that are coming in along this corridor, as we feed up into Sun City West, this is just going to become more and more of a major artery. And again, I can't say enough about this campus being here. What a shot in the arm that is for this area. So super excited about that, because that just brings us so much potential and so much room to grow. We established a new mission and vision statement for the Chamber, a broader vision of who we are and where we want to go. Refinement of a program deliverables into 3 functional areas, and you've heard of MVP, membership services and benefits, lots more to come on that, voice of the business community, and public education and outreach. This streamlines and gives us greater focus on our organizational alignment. A lot of what we've been doing in this last year has been putting in place those policies and those designs that help us to automatically move the ball forward. We've got our ducks in a row, and we're going to be able to just lean on that and make quick decisions and move more rapidly. We began the process through research and refinement of a chapter concept, which I hope to see come to fruition this next year. That idea is that we're the Surprise Regional Chamber, but El Mirage, Youngtown, the Sun Cities, they have their own identity to their business community. We want to work on and establish a chapter type of organization where they have the full horsepower of the Surprise Regional Chamber, but a face page that interfaces with the Surprise website so they can brand their own communities and tell their businesses, hey, go to the El Mirage or the Sun City West or Youngtown website and sign up your business. So that's a great membership growth opportunity. Certainly the Shop Surprise debut took what was looking to be a real challenge, and a lot of people were very afraid. Turned out to be a huge success in a number of ways, in that you now have ingress, egress, and it's going to be really appreciated here next month during spring training in a way that never was. Just a huge project to bring that overpass across Grand Avenue on Bell Road. But what that did was it created a congealing of the businesses around there to say, hey, we got to do something. We can't afford to lose our livelihood. The economy was still sort of climbing out slowly from its doldrums. Shop Surprise came along and just literally knocked it out of the park. So we're continuing to grow on that. Shop Surprise, Shop Local, with each of our communities is going to be bigger and better than ever in this year. And thank you to the City of Surprise for approving funding for that this next year as we further get this big machine going and enjoy the fruits of that labor. Significant increase in advocacy efforts, as I mentioned. Ray and his group, sign ordinance involvement. We had a visit by a standing U.S. congressman. Hadn't had that in a long, long time. And given the crowd that we have running for office, that's going to be the case again this year, without a doubt. We became a player in the state-level politics by hosting a forum for the Arizona Corporation Commission candidates. We launched an advocacy action alert system, so you're getting emails and alerts. And the adoption of the 2018 ACE agenda. So the ACE legislation agenda, that's the Arizona Charter Academy. That's right down the road if you want to seek further education. Arizona Chamber Executives organization that yearly puts out their legislative desires, and that's a statewide effort. And Raoul participates in that and puts in our wants and desires from the board level, as do all the local chambers. And then it congeals in about September, comes back to the board, and then we ratify that and send it to the legislature and say, look, these are the things that are super important to us and we want you to focus on. And that just builds further strength for us. And then finally, a workforce development program. A strong, skilled workforce is key to building a strong local economy. We have a new CTE partnership with the Dysart School District and a free internship program that continues to take off. We have a new partnership forged with the DECA Club, and I see some folks sitting over here earlier. I saw some DECA patches. Where did they go? Oh, they're over there. You moved, didn't you? They all split up. Good job. So thank you, DECA, for being here. And convened the first ever education summit, which brought together all the educational leaders in our community. Not all of them, but most of them. We're going to continue to grow that. And I'm sorry, there was one last thing, sort of like a preacher here, and in closing too. Creation of key performance measures, a board dashboard report, which took some refining. And what that does is that gives the board a quick snapshot of our financial health, our websites, our membership disposition. Are we growing? Are we losing folks, and why? And we're gaining folks, and why? We're getting good, solid dashboard intelligence straight away at our board meetings. So a lot was done this year, and I really feel a sense of pride in knowing that this board is stronger than when I came in, and will be stronger after I leave. So with that, I want to thank you all. I have to do my traditional thing and fight traffic and go downtown because it's my organization's rollout of the business plan, so I've got to go learn that this year. But I want to thank you all for being here. I want to thank you for a great year. It was a vapor of a year. It went by so fast, and it's truly a joy. So I look forward to just wandering into board meetings and saying, you're doing it wrong, and walking away. So no, they're going to do a lot right. And with that, I'm going to pass it over to the new guy. I was supposed to have a gavel to punch and give to him, but I don't see that. And this just in from Diane. These are the winning lotto numbers, Diane McCarthy. Scott, thank you very much. All right.
Enjoy the trip. I'm going to try not to spill anything here. I was just handed a note. Holly Medina. Where's Holly Medina? Holly Medina. Okay, campus administrator for this fine campus. Thank you so much for allowing us to use this. It's a wonderful start. Please give her a round of applause. Holly Medina. My belief is truly that small business, everybody here, we're the heart of the community. We're the heart of the Northwest Valley. The Northwest Valley will continue to grow and improve quality of life on everybody's backs who are here. Your shoulders are going to continue to hoist this community up. It's not anybody else. It's not the government. You know, the government plays a role, but it's the people who are working every day, making the hard decisions, investing their own dollars to make this community a better place. And in the Chamber, we believe the free enterprise system is the right way to do that. So we're huge advocates for the free enterprise system. We're huge advocates for making sure that small businesses have the tools to be successful, and we want to help every single person here do that. So that's why I'm involved in the Chamber. I'm a small business owner. I work for a small business. We all do things, and we all want to leave this world a better place, and we all want to leave this community a better place. We believe the Chamber is one of the tools in which we can help you do that. Our goal is to make sure that we're serving the members of the Chamber in better ways and more effective ways for you to grow. So please, it's an open door for me. It's an open door for Raoul. Raoul is going to take a stronger and stronger role of being the public face of the Chamber. So please feel free to make sure you introduce yourself to him. Make sure you introduce yourself to me. Make sure you introduce yourself to every board member that's here. You know, we're here to serve you. The other thing that I think is a couple other things. The conduit. We are a conduit, and if you look at the 3 C's, and conduit isn't one of them. I'm just making that up. Sorry, Raoul. The Chamber of Commerce exists to be a catalyst for business growth. This is all in your stuff. A convener for leaders and influencers, and the champion for stronger community. I look at a convener for leaders and influencers. We're a conduit. We're a conduit for information flowing between our state and local governments, our state and local organizations, and the business community. Again, if this is a business-oriented organization, this is about the free enterprise system. We have to make sure that we're communicating our issues effectively across all the different government entities and all the different organizations that affect your ability to do business. So we are a conduit for that. And we want to make sure that with all the elected officials who are in the room and all those who are shooting for elected office, that you also look at us as being an effective way to communicate your vision and your mission to the small businesses and letting them know that you're here for them. Because I know everybody in this room, all the folks who are elected officials, are very supportive of the free enterprise system, and those who are running for office are good supporters of the free enterprise system. So we want to make sure that that is available to you, and you know that that is one of our key missions as a convener for leaders and influencers. As a catalyst for business growth, again, our goal is to make sure that we create an atmosphere, that we help create an atmosphere that, one, is supportive of your goals, but two, helps keep the obstacles out of the way. We know what those obstacles are. We don't need to go into them. But as a catalyst for business growth, the Chamber is there to serve you in that capacity. And then as far as a champion for stronger communities, all these things flow together. So again, we're a champion to make sure that each and every one of you has resources that we can provide, has communication that we can provide to those who might have influence on how your business is regulated, to make sure we make it as easy as possible for you to be successful in making this a stronger community. The other component of this is education. I mean, we're at this fantastic WestMec facility. Workforce development is a key component of the growth of the West Valley. I think WestMec, I'm one of the biggest cheerleaders for WestMec. I tell everybody, and it's amazing how many people still are not aware of the values, or the value of WestMec as an organization, as workforce development, as an economic development tool, and an ability to create a stronger community and a prepared workforce. So I'm a huge advocate of that. WestMec is kind of one of the leading edges of that. But we also have tremendous education facilities. If you talked about the Northwest Valley 15 years ago, you would not get this excited about education. But the strength of Dysart, the strength of the charter schools that are here, ASU's presence in the entire valley, and the importance of ASU to education and workforce development and readiness and economic development, and now Ottawa University in the city of Surprise. Those are all tremendous assets that I want to have the Chamber help grow, help get the word out, help understand how education is a critical piece of economic development and the long-term health and sustainability of a community. Okay, I spit out all that. I am done. I'm looking forward to a great year. I think we're in good hands. Again, I look forward to hearing from every one of you. I'm happy to give out my cell phone. But in the meantime, I'm going to hand you over to Raoul. Thank you very much. I'm looking forward to it, and appreciative of having such a strong board and a great community and a great pool of members. And I'm looking forward to serving you all. Thank you.
Hey, for this next part, we're going to have a couple of things. Mary, you want to cue up the video here in a minute? The chambers have been in existence for over 100 years, and in the last couple of years, there's been this major rebranding effort. The chamber business model as it exists in some of the other chambers, it's been the same business model for over 50 years. So there's been a real need, and I think it's been an awareness across the chamber community for us to really have a wake-up call in terms of who we are and what our purpose is. The old chamber model, circa 1960, the three words that we talk about in our industry, the 1960 chamber model is often referred to as the 3 Ps. It was all about parades, parties, and pageants. That was what the old chamber brand represented to a lot of people. Moving forward, those 3 very, very empowering words for the chamber for the 21st century is the catalyst, a champion, and a convener. Very, very powerful. It has a lot of meaning and impact. Also, as a chamber, we're just in our infancy, and really, what does that really mean? We had a forum that this weekend, 200 people attend. We're starting to get to be a player, not only in some of the local political affairs, but also at the state level, and we're starting to weigh in on federal matters as well. So as part of that backdrop, this gentleman, WACE, stands for the Western Association of Chamber Executives. This video talks a little bit about some of the issues and the rebranding message that you're going to see every chamber launch, or if they have not launched already.
Are we stepping up to the greatest challenges in our community? Are we ensuring that we are the advocate that the business community needs? Some of the old formulas that chambers have been operating under for decades, if not longer, are not working like they used to. We see a new generation that doesn't necessarily want to join, but they do want to change things. And change is where the chamber lives. Through hundreds of interviews, people told us on our best days what a chamber should look like and do, how they should conduct their business, and how a community depends on them. But we're called to be, out of this research, a convener, a catalyst, a champion for business. And those are challenging words. There's no other organization in your city or mine that holds that unique address of helping businesses succeed and communities thrive. It has opportunity to totally revolutionize our business because it's the way we look at that business. It's the way we approach what we do every single day. It's our why. And this research points out the need to do that, the need to stand up and fight for all the things that we're supposed to be engaging in. You need to find yourself in this research and say, where can I step up and live up to what we're called to be?
You know, one of the takeaways, another concept I'll throw out to this group, and that is a lot of times the challenge I have for all of us here is that a lot of times when we think about chamber, it's what can we get from the chamber. The concept I want to start challenging everybody to think about is what can we get done through the chamber. Very important, and it ties into those 3 C's.